Day morning track work. Piravi goes around in race 1, first up since January, and its form did taper off towards the end of its last preparation, and it's had a handful of starts here in Malaysia, only the one win from 30 starts overall, and that win was back over 1400 metres, and that's going back to last year. Piravi will be ridden by Jackie Chua, draws barrier 4 in race 1. Now this is Cherish, second up from a spell, prefers wet tracks, resumed on a good track last start when finishing unplaced in the race won by Iron Midas going back to the 16th of August. And Jay D'Souza takes the ride aboard Cherish, who goes around in race number 1. He's pretty low in the ratings nowadays, down to 24 points on the CRS, comes out of barrier 6 in race 1. That's Cherish. Sing Roulette was taken out by his race rider Casey Wong there on Tuesday, working up on the sand. He's had the 2 runs this time in, and both encouraging efforts. He finished on gamely, finishing 3rd back on the 26th of July. Last start was 2nd, beaten a half length behind Elaine Lover. That was here at the last meeting going back to mid-August. Casey Wong's got the ride on Sing Roulette in race 3. Come Catch Me goes around in race 2 to be ridden by R. Reuven. Should be at peak fitness following 4 runs this time in. Fast beginner and will be up there early with the leading group and comes out of barrier 2. Well drawn, working up on the sand on Tuesday. Come Catch Me goes around in the class 5 over 1200 metres. That is race 3 on Sunday. Now this is All Serene, engaged in race 3 with Hafiz to take the ride, having his 2nd run back in class 5 company. Has been contesting some class 4s. His last win was a class 5 race back in December last year, having his 3rd run this time in. Has got his best form over the 1200 metres, has won 5 times over the trip. Hafiz will take the ride aboard All Serene. He draws barrier 10. Stablemates working together. That's Asian Jet on the outside of Deadline Day. Now Deadline Day is 2nd up in race 10. Asian Jet goes around in race 4, draws the pole with WK Yarn aboard. Has had the 5 runs since the break, posting 2 placings along the way, including a last start 3rd in Penang in the race won by Tilsworth Joshi. Was beaten 2 lengths on that occasion. WK Yarn takes the ride, and that's Asian Jet working outside of Deadline Day in races 4 and 10 respectively. Now Sing Energy gains a start as an emergency acceptor in race number 4. Shankar Muni Andy takes the ride on Sing Energy. He's had the 3 runs this time in, hasn't been far away, has been in the market his last 2 starts there, and Sing Energy draws barrier 4 in race 4. The last start winner, Napoleon, got up at big odds last start, and this week will be ridden by S. Hafiz. Napoleon has won twice in 45 starts overall, and his victory here at the last meeting was his first victory in 2.5 years. Both wins have been over the 1600. He'll be stepping up over the 1400 in race 4. That is Napoleon. Don't forget this, engaged in race 5. This horse has been racing well since returning from the break. He's had the 2 starts, posting a Runner-up performance behind Magical Park last time out. And of course, Yusri once again takes the ride aboard. Don't forget this, Yusri aboard the horse when it won earlier this year. And that was a Class 5 contest over the mile. So that's Don't Forget This. He draws barrier 6 in race number 5. Now this is Empire Bay, the 11-year-old. Well, he's been trundling around in the system for many seasons now. AK Lim's got the ride, goes well in wet going. He may be one to watch if the track is either soft or heavy. And overall record reads 106 starts for 12 wins. And it wasn't sighted when first up on a good track here back in mid-August. Can improve second up from barrier 7. That's Empire Bay. The 7-year-old grey Snow Dancer. He'll be carrying the minimum weight in race 5. He's had the 3 runs this time in, but all unplaced efforts. He did win a race earlier this year. That was back in February. He draws barrier 10 on this occasion. Jay D'Souza will ride the horse for the second time on Saturday. On Sunday, I should say. Jay D'Souza, he's won on the horse before, Snow Dancer. Butch Cassidy having his 3rd run since the break. He goes around in race 6. AK Lim will take the ride. Of course, won a race back in October last year. Resumed with a 4th behind Stage Show. That was back on the 18th of August and failed to back up a week later when he beat 2 runners home in the race won by Sunseeker. And that race was over 1,200 metres. AK Lim's got the ride aboard Butch Cassidy, who goes around in race 6. Stablemates working together. Double Rainbow and 109. Double Rainbow is the horse on the outside and will be ridden by Saddam. He draws barrier 1 in race 6. He's had the 3 runs this time in, encouraging efforts, and is coming off a last start second here at Ipoh in soft going. That was over 1,600 metres. And the horse on the inside is 109. Double Rainbow will be ridden by S. Saddam. Now this is Laos Dayo. He'll be going around in the high-grade Enrich Stakes A race on Sunday, race 7. And Jay Daniel will take the ride aboard Laos Dayo. He is a very consistent performer, this guy. He is a 3rd up this campaign. The 9-year-old has been close up at his most recent 2 starts in some high-grade contests at KL and also more recently at Ipoh during the last meeting. Laos Dayo, he goes around in race 7. Elassimo is engaged in race 8. He came out all guns blazing last start from barrier 14 and he led. He ran 3rd to Billy Mojo, did a very good job, had to work hard mid-race, and it's coming off some pretty consistent efforts. Will be 4th up since the break. Hafiz will take the ride aboard Elassimo. He draws barrier 2, is a proven Class 4 performer. He's won 7 races overall and back to the 1,200 metres on this occasion. So that is Elassimo with Hafiz to take the 3 kilo claim. The lightly raced 5-year-old mare is Lady Lakshmi, who draws a wide barrier in race 8 on Sunday, but is coming off a last start win in Class 4 grade back on the 15th of August. So P. Mogan is the regular jockey and once again will take the ride aboard Lady Lakshmi, who's won twice in 6 starts overall from the yard of Stephen Cook. And that is Lady Lakshmi, who draws barrier 12. Now this is Sterling, who is nearing a win. This horse has been racing very consistently and will be second up this campaign, placed behind Lady Lakshmi last start. And Sterling, a proven Class 4 performer, does get in well after the claim for S. Hafiz, draws barrier 4 and does look a very good chance of striking back to winning form in race 9 there on Sunday. That is Sterling. He's won 8 races overall from 72 starts. His best record is over the 1200 metres. He's won 6 times over the journey and proven in wet going. Lucky Giant returned to form last start, finished on gamely and closed off well in the race won by De Great Journey, finishing second on that occasion, beaten a touch under a length and a half. Lucky Giant, and if he can repeat the dose from that last start effort, he should go close in race number 10. Carries the 53.5 kilos. Casey Wong aboard. He draws a fraction wide, but he does have the speed to be prominent early. Lucky Giant, he'll be third up after the break. He goes around in race 10.